Well, welcome back to Airstream Design with SketchUp. In this series of lessons, we're going to look at drawing the front end cap for a 50s type trailer. Also in this particular design, we're going to do a lot of free drawing or individually placing lines and creating triangles rather than relying on the automatic tools of SketchUp. Part of that is because of the particular shape of the panels that create an Airstream trailer. The tools have a difficult time recreating them. This is probably the most involved of the instructions we've done on the end cap, and I would say this is going to be mostly for those people who want to create a 3D graphic image of their trailer, trying to make it look as close to real as possible. Otherwise, if your main goal is just to create the interior, one of the previous instructions on drawing end caps is probably perfect for your needs. Okay, I'm going to start off by going up to Components and finding the end cap pattern, bringing it down and placing it right on the line where the end cap begins. And what I want to do is I want to take, like I've done before, I'm going to click on the pattern, my select tool, until I get the entire thing highlighted. Now I'm going to be working with the outer shell this time. I'm going to come back and do the inner shell later. So what I want to do is eliminate some of the lines that I won't be using. So I'm going to get rid of these inside lines. Okay, and that will give me the information that I need. Now I'm going to use my pull tool by hitting the P key, drawing this out to the very front edge, and then again, remember, we can just double click on each of these items as long as we still have the pull tool, and they should pop out to the same depth. Alright. So there's the part like what we've been doing in the past. Now we're going to delete some of this because we don't need it, so let's go about doing that now. Okay, now in the past exercises, what we did is we created a shape based on the floor shape here, and then repeated that shape throughout with a follow tool, so it would follow this outside edge to create the shape. And we got some interesting anomalies when we did that, especially right in this area right here. And that's what we're going to try to avoid in this one. I see there's a couple more lines I want to delete here, so I don't need them. May or may not be able, nope, can't get rid of that one, I don't think. Nope. Control Z to bring it back. Let's see if I can get rid of the bottom line here. Yeah, okay, now it's nice and clean. And I'm just checking to make sure that things are pretty clean. Okay, I can see that these two lines don't match up exactly right now, so I'm going to draw a new line in here because I want it to come right from that corner here. And then I should be able to get rid of that one. That one. Okay. So one of the things that I find that as you get more detailed work, you want to really check all your joints and corners to make sure that things are really nice and clean. Like I can see that this one has a notch in it, so I'm going to delete this one and redraw that line. Okay. Look, same thing here when I did that before. Again, if I slide this across, it should find the spot where the line was before. Bring that up. And the rest look pretty good. Got a double line up here. Let's see if I can get rid of that. May not be able to. No, so I guess what probably happened is this line will go away. And I'm going to have to redraw this one because see, it doesn't match right at the corner, kind of like I did down there earlier. Again, what we're doing is just cleaning up the model to give us the best possible combination to start off with. Okay. So again, I'm just rotating around, looking at all my joints, make sure things all look nice and clean for what I want. Okay, now since we're not going to draw one shape and use the follow tool, we're going to have to make the arcs for each one of these sections individually. And so there's a lot of kind of hand drawing and guessing that we have to do to get the shape we want. So we're going to start with our line tool and draw a line across each one of these areas to put a plane. Okay, that one didn't want to fill in for something, must have missed. That'll be alright. My guess is this corner here probably isn't meeting exactly, and that's why that one didn't fill in. But for what we're going to do here this time, that's not going to be a big problem. Okay, same with that one, but again, it's okay. I'll show you why in a minute. And that one. Now we want to delete this plane. We don't need that plane. Alright, then what we're going to do is we're going to use our arc tool and we're going to draw the arcs in here manually in each one of these areas. So let's start with this one. Get my arc tool, and I'm going to start from the top corner down. Now the other thing I'm going to want to do is, because to get the right arc I need both sides of these lines to be the same distance or very close to the same distance. So what I need to do is, again, I'm going to pick up my line tool. I'm going to click from here and draw it down to here, and then look at the measurement that I'm getting down here in this corner when I get to this point. In this case on mine it's 2 feet 4.5 inches. So I want to come 2 feet 4.5 inches this way. Okay, let me type it in. 2 feet 4.5 inch. There we go. And that's my mark right there, and I'm going to click. Okay, now what I want to do is I want to take my arc tool and see if I go along this line, it'll find that spot because I clicked on it when I laid that line in. There's my area that's going to make this, say, a perfect 45-degree triangle. These two sides are the same length, and this cuts across to here. Now for this one I'm going to draw that line in. We won't need to do that on all of them Excuse me, I need my line tool.